3, 2, 1.
It's the Puff and Steph podcast.
We are back for another day of fun on your listening device. Hello, friends. It is the Puff and Steph podcast. We appreciate your ears and your eyes, however you're listening or watching. Thank you so much. We're glad to be part of your day. Today's show brought to you by Freisinger Hyundai. Right on the price, right on the pike. Steph, happy Thursday.
Hey, happy Thursday.
How you doing?
I'm good, and I'm really excited because tomorrow we have another golfing tournament.
Yeah. So Steph started her golf career with a tournament. She did all right. And then, like 2 weeks after that, we went out and played again in just a regular round. And you did okay, using all your own ball for everything instead of the way the tournament was set up. Have you played since that?
I have not. I've been wanting to go to the driving range at least, but I haven't. None of my female close friends are into golf. So you're my main golf person, and my brother, but he lives in Florida, so That's not really an option right now either. So mostly I just golf with you.
Okay. Well, we'll have fun tomorrow doing it. In the meantime, I'm trying at the moment. This is like a break, by the way, from what I'm actually doing. I am trying to be manly. I've been doing a lot since my time away from the radio. It's podcasting stuff and trying to get my wedding DJ business up and running. I've been doing some video production work. And now I'm in the trying to fix things portion of being unemployed. Basically, we bought this house almost 4 years ago, and we've never really done much to the deck. Well, the deck's in kind of bad shape now, and it needs to be power washed and sanded and stained and just, normal deck maintenance.
Right.
So, I happened to contact my mother-in-law, and I said, "You guys have a power washer, don't you?" She said, "Yes, take it." I'm like, "Take it?" She's like, "Take it. We don't use it. It hasn't been used in a couple years. So come over and take it." So I went over to the house. I took their power washer. And I don't know if I've been putting it off. I've been busy. I've been choosing to do other things than power wash. But yesterday, I got home from playing a round of golf. Shot very well, by the way. Totally ready for that tournament tomorrow.
Nice work.
So I got home from playing a round of golf. And I was like, I'm going to actually do something. Because I need to do something around the house so that the wife doesn't get mad when I want to go out and play golf. So I go and I get everything off the deck, all the deck chairs, table, grill. I sweep everything off, and I'm like, I'm going to power wash this SOB. So I've never used a power washer, so I quickly look at the directions, said that's easy, hook up the hose, fill it with gas, try to start it up, follow all the instructions. I'm like, oh no, okay. So I replaced the oil. I'm like, oh, maybe it's the oil. Try the I'm like, oh no. I'm like, ooh, spark plug. So I take out the spark plug, look at it, drive to Lowe's, grab a new spark plug, come back, install it, reattach it. Oh no, it's not the spark plug. I have no idea what this is now. So, but I feel semi-manly at the moment because I'm kind of going step-by-step process of what it could be, the reason why this particular power washer isn't starting, and I'm narrowing it down. So
I was going to say, I'm very proud of you. The fact that you went spark plug and went and bought a new one, that's impressive.
I'm not a handy guy. Now, I'm not completely incapable. The desk I'm doing this on right now, I put it together. This whole studio, this microphone, I put all of this stuff together. I'm not completely stupid when it comes to manly-ish stuff. But I've never been an engine guy. I could, do some maintenance on my car, but not much. So this is a new challenge for me, a new adventure. And as soon as we get done recording this show, I'm right back out in the yard trying to figure this thing out.
Now, do you enjoy that kind of stuff? Like, do you like trying to fix it and solve the problem, or is it just like a burden?
Oh no, if I could call someone to fix it for me, that would be the way to go. But I said, you know what? There is no, like, we're pretty fortunate here in central Pennsylvania, minus a freak snowstorm here or there, that I can do this. I can figure this out and have this done anytime in September or probably even going into October. So this isn't like something that's super immediate, necessity. So I'm giving myself some time. Like, I do plan on possibly going away this weekend to visit a friend, and if I'm not done power washing or if I haven't figured it out, it's not going to be a big burden because I have time, so I can go and work on it next week. So I'm unless I absolutely have to, I'm refusing help for this one. I want to try to figure this out on my own, because if I do, it's just gonna, like, I really need a win in my life. You know what I mean? Like, I really could use a win right now for something. So if this is what it is, then so be it.
Right. Hey, if it makes you feel like good and productive, personally, like you said, I would rather have someone who knows how to do it, just take care of it. Because I'll try to be fixing something and I'll ask my brother, Joseph, about it. And he'll be like, you can just look it up. There's a YouTube video, Google it. And I'm like, but you know how to do it. Can't you just do it for me? Like, I'm that kind of person. If you know how to do it, I'd rather you just do it for me.
And I'm not necessarily, like, if it took specialized equipment or something like that, yeah, I would probably call someone, because I'm not going to go buy that type of stuff or rent it. But I'm pretty sure this is something that I can figure out on my own. It's not going to cost me an arm and a leg. So far, between the oil I bought and the spark plug, it's cost me like $6 or $12. So it's not like I'm spending an arm and a leg trying to diagnose this problem. To me, it's not that shocking that it's not starting. It's been sitting for 2 years. So I was hoping, kind of like, cross your fingers that everything's going to work, everything's going to be fine. But it's actually not that surprising that there's an issue. When a piece of equipment, when an engine sits for 2 years, it's not that shocking that it won't start.
Well, I'm proud of you for, like, digging into this problem. You're like Puff the engine guy now. I'm very proud.
Yeah, so after this is over, I'm going to go out into the yard and take out the air filter and clean that, because that could be a problem too. There might be something jammed in there that could keep it from starting. So
I didn't know they had an air filter. That's news to me.
Yeah, me neither. Yeah. So as we do get, move along this calendar, we're getting closer and closer to Steph's favorite time of year.
Christmas!
That's right. So can you believe we're almost in the middle of September already? I know,
it's crazy. And I am enjoying fall so far. Or fall, technically.
It's still summer. It was like close to 90 this week.
Right.
But I need to ask you a question. Are you a big Christmas candy person? Like, are you a candy cane kind of girl?
Honestly, plain candy canes, they're fun for, like, decoration, but that's about it. But they do have a bunch of different flavors now, like Jolly Rancher. I'm into that kind of stuff.
Okay, well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Seattle-based novelty store Archie McPhee sells candy canes with unusual flavors. Just came out with another unusual flavor. I don't know if you heard about this, but it is the ketchup flavored candy cane.
Ew, no. Why? Why would they do that?
Why? Well, I'm glad you asked. They say it's America's favorite condiment, but for Christmas, everyone.
Oh, but the point of a condiment is for that condiment to go onto something like a burger or a hot dog. Like, you don't just eat ketchup plain.
They say, do you know what makes mediocre food edible? Ketchup. So just imagine how a ketchup-flavored candy cane can take your holiday from meh to magnificent. Each box retails for about $5.50, includes 6 individually wrapped candy canes that taste like sweet tomatoey ketchup. Here's the thing. I've seen the picture. They look a lot like regular candy canes. So you could absolutely give this to someone and not tell them it's ketchup.
Okay, that'd be kind of, see, I feel like maybe if that's what they're going for, if that's their niche, is like a prank candy cane, that could work. But no. Not plain by itself.
All right. They also sell kale and mac and cheese flavored candy canes.
All right. Weirdly enough, the mac and cheese one, I'm intrigued
You
by.
try.
Kale, not so much.
You try.
Yeah.
All right. Coming up in just a couple of minutes. This is a very serious advice column. I don't know if we're qualified for this one.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.
Freisinger Hyundai, a refreshingly different car buying experience. Freisinger Hyundai dedicates itself to customer satisfaction. From the initial sale to the maintenance you'll need during the life of the vehicle, Freisinger Hyundai treats you like family. Check out their large selection of both the latest Hyundai lineup to certified pre-owned and used vehicles. Come see how Freisinger Hyundai drives the difference and tailors the purchase process to your needs. Right on the price, right on the pike. Freisinger Hyundai, 6115 Carlisle Pike, Mechanicsburg, 717-766-8422. During this time, many are out of work and struggling just to get by. It's good to know that your friends at Capital City Buy and Sell in Harrisburg have your back. If you're in need of extra help during the pandemic, you can pawn or sell unwanted or unneeded items that you may have laying around your house, including jewelry, electronics, tools, musical instruments, and a whole lot more. Capital City Buy and Sell is open 7 days a week, and they're always paying cash. Plus, they have low pawn interest and terms if you aren't quite ready to say goodbye to your item just yet. Capital City Buy and Sell, 3517 Walnut Street, Harrisburg. Online at harrisburgpapawn.com. Great news, everyone! American Shaman of PA's doors are back open for normal operations, and they're ready to bring you the much-needed relief that you've been waiting for. They care about their customers, and their customers keep coming back for more. Steve K says, American Shaman products drastically decrease my back pain and relieve my stress in just 1 month. Thank you. Stop by your local American Shaman of PA store for a free CBD sparkling water and free samples. Find their locations and more at hempushealth.com.
Do you love saving money but hate buying one of those coupon books filled with places you'll never go to? Well, here comes Quick Save Coupons to save the day. Quick Save Coupons is an app where you can find savings for restaurants, stores, and experiences that you will love. And here's the best part. It's free. No big coupon books to buy, no websites to give your information to. Quick Save Coupons will show you all of the savings in your area right on your phone. Just go to Google Play or the App Store and download the Quick Save Coupons app. Then start saving money on many of the places you already go to.
Now back to the Puff and Steph Podcast.
On Thursdays, we try to solve all the world's problems. It is the advice column. A lot of times we get relationship ones. We get ones about like how to deal with this at work. I don't want to say all of them are minor because they're not, but this one is like, this one seems almost like maybe we shouldn't dip our toes into this water, but we were, this came to Puff at puffandsteph.com, and, I feel as though we're obligated to help out Amanda. Now,
we gotta try.
That's not her real name. I know what her real name is because it came from her email, but she used Amanda in quotes, so that's what we're going to use. All right. Pray to God we don't screw up this girl's life. Okay. Good morning. First of all, I want to thank you both for being such a great part of my mornings each day and for doing what you do. I am currently struggling with a situation with a longtime friend, and I need some input. I have a female friend. Let's call her Megan. Since high school, or I've had her as a friend since high school. I met her through an ex-boyfriend and have been friends with her ever since. I was in her wedding. I am her daughter's godmom, and I've been there through her and her husband's issues each time. At one point, she lived in North Carolina, and I even drove down there to see her and to spend time with her daughter. I adopted Megan as a sister, even though we don't always see eye to eye. Okay, so think about a close relationship you have with someone. Super close. Our friendship has been recently rocky. She has seen me through bad breakups and even worse relationships and has been there in the worst of times until about 2 years ago. She doesn't like the guy I'm seeing, and she openly expressed those feelings. I listened and reassured her that it was a healthy relationship and that I appreciated her coming to me about it. Shortly afterwards, I found out that she was talking badly about me to one of my other friends. I backed away from all that were involved, but I still wanted to routinely see my goddaughter and be part of her life. Since then, I've only been invited to one event, which I went to, and didn't feel comfortable at, so I left early. Megan's birthday was the other day, and I sent a happy birthday text to her. She did not respond. Through the past 2 years, I realized the relationship was very one-sided. It was almost always me going out of my way for Megan and not the other way around. I miss my goddaughter badly and don't want Megan and I's relationship to take me away from her, but it already has. What do you guys think I should do? Okay. I told you, this one is... I mean, it's not life or death, but it just seems almost like a little bit above our pay grade.
Yeah, it's tough. It's a tough one.
But to be completely honest, this is what I'm thinking. And obviously, I got the ability to read this before you got to hear it. So I've been thinking about this for a couple of days. You should kind of take the email that you just sent us and send it to Megan. I think that the best way to go about this is to just continue to be honest and say, hey, you're important to me. Obviously, I'm the godmother of your daughter, so she's important to me. And even if I wasn't, it's your daughter, so she would be important to me. I think whatever has happened in the past, I'm willing to let go if you are, and we should start new. You and your family are way too important to me to just kind of lay by the wayside, if that makes sense.
Right. Yeah, I definitely, it kind of I know that I'm oversimplifying it because having this conversation is not going to be easy, but I think she needs to talk to her. Personally, I've always been someone who really sees value in friendships that you've had forever. And they change a lot of times as you get older, you get married, you have kids, you grow apart, you're both doing your own thing. But I think not only is there value in you being her daughter's godmother, but also in still maintaining that friendship, even if you're not as close. So even if you can talk to her and get back on like good enough terms that you can kind of keep in touch, I think that's important, especially for the goddaughter.
Sure. Yeah, I do think that I don't know how you're going to do it. And it's easy for us to say this when you're not emotionally involved in the situation. It's way easier to be like, it's an easy answer. Well, no, it's not easy
right,
when you're emotionally involved. But here's the way I look at it. How can it get worse? Right?
Right.
So you've only seen your goddaughter once in 2 years. How can it get worse? What do you got to lose? Send her an email. Send her an email, then send her a text saying, hey, I just sent you an email. When you have time, please read it and respond. I love you. I miss you. I love whatever the goddaughter's name is. I miss her. And just tell her kind of what you told us. Like, hey, you're important to me. I know you were talking bad about me. And she didn't mention that relationship. If she's still with that guy or not, I don't know. But say, hey, I don't want that to come, in between us. We've lost so much time already. Let's put all that stuff to rest. Let bygones be bygones. If you're mad at me, forgive me, and I'll forgive you for everything that I'm mad at you about. Let's start fresh, because there was a time where we were, like sisters.
Right. And depending on how Amanda feels and how she wants to approach it, you could also maybe ask her if she wants to meet up. Like if you feel comfortable having the conversation in person, maybe send her a message like, hey, do you want to meet up, and see how she reacts, and then go from there. Like, is she going to ignore your text again? Or maybe she would agree to meet up and you can talk then.
Right. Well, I think she lives in South Carolina.
Does she still live there? Okay.
She didn't say she moved back.
Okay.
Oh, no, she said no. At one point, she lived in North Carolina, so maybe she does live back here. So, yeah, I mean, that's a good point, too. Like, you can only say so much, and things can be taken a certain way over text or email. So, meeting up, Zoom call. I mean, everyone knows how to do that now. Do something. If Megan's friendship is that important to you, Amanda, then take the step. And what do you got to lose? I mean, in reality,
right.
Like, what do you really like? There's nothing to lose. Either
right. And
go ahead. What?
I was gonna say, like I said, it might not be the same as it used to be, but if you can just get back on good terms, I think that would make you feel better.
All right, that is your advice column. I think we did all right. I think so.
I think so. I feel bad for Amanda though. That's a tough situation.
I've been in one-sided relationships where you're doing everything for the one person and they're not doing anything for you. or
Right.
they're ignoring you, or you're always second, third, fourth, fifth, on the list.
Right.
And
It's tough.
they're always choosing other people over you. I've been in that situation. You do everything for them, and you're an afterthought to them. I get that. I've been there. It sucks. But if it's worth salvaging to you, then give it a try. All right, hit us up, Puff at puffandsteph.com with your questions, or on the Facebook page if you have a question that you want answered on a Thursday for the advice column. Once again, Steph and I solving all the world's problems. Eventually, we do enough of these. Nobody's got any problems left. Coming up in just a couple of minutes, I want you to think about this. Was this the worst summer ever?
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.
Freisinger Hyundai, a refreshingly different car buying experience. Freisinger Hyundai dedicates itself to customer satisfaction. From the initial sale to the maintenance you'll need during the life of the vehicle, Freisinger Hyundai treats you like family. Check out their large selection of both the latest Hyundai lineup to certified pre-owned and used vehicles. Come see how Freisinger Hyundai drives the difference and tailors the purchase process to your needs. Right on the price, right on the pike. Freisinger Hyundai, 6115 Carlisle Pike, Mechanicsburg, 717-766-8422. During this time, many are out of work and struggling just to get by. It's good to know that your friends at Capital City Buy and Sell in Harrisburg have your back. If you're in need of extra help during the pandemic, you can pawn or sell unwanted or unneeded items that you may have laying around your house, including jewelry, electronics, tools, musical instruments, and a whole lot more. Capital City Buy and Sell is open 7 days a week, and they're always paying cash. Plus, they have low pawn interest and terms if you aren't quite ready to say goodbye to your item just yet. Capital City Buy and Sell, 3517 Walnut Street, Harrisburg. Online at harrisburgpapawn.com. Great news, everyone! American Shaman of PA's doors are back open for normal operations, and they're ready to bring you the much-needed relief that you've been waiting for. They care about their customers, and their customers keep coming back for more. Steve K says, American Shaman products drastically decrease my back pain and relieve my stress in just 1 month. Thank you. Stop by your local American Shaman of PA store for a free CBD sparkling water and free samples. Find their locations and more at hempushealth.com.
Do you love saving money but hate buying one of those coupon books filled with places you'll never go to? Well, here comes Quick Save Coupons to save the day. Quick Save Coupons is an app where you can find savings for restaurants, stores, and experiences that you will love. And here's the best part, it's free. No big coupon books to buy, no websites to give your information to. Quick Save Coupons will show you all of the savings in your area right on your phone. Just go to Google Play or the App Store and download the Quick Save Coupons app. Then start saving money on many of the places you already go to.
Now back to the Puff and Steph Podcast.
So, it's, let's see, what's this, the second Thursday now in September? Labor Day has come and gone. We are, back to school, whatever that means, in person, over the computer, whatever. People aren't planning vacations anymore. People are looking, I guess there's Halloween parades that have already been canceled in the area.
Oh, that makes me so sad.
But we're looking toward Halloween. Steph is peering over Halloween to look at Christmas.
A little bit.
So it's time to reflect on the summer that was 2020. Was it the worst summer ever?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It was the worst summer of my life.
Okay. But think about what you did. You were still able to go to Florida. You were still able to go on a couple vacations with your family. Now, you had some personal, things happen, and unfortunately, your grandfather passed away, and that was very sad, which makes it, automatically drops it down to probably at least top 3 worst summers ever right there.
Oh.
And then obviously, hanging over all of our heads is COVID. Me personally, I was... I've been struggling a lot this summer trying to find work, find a job, and then COVID hits also, and all these weddings that I was supposed to DJ have been canceled or postponed, so that doesn't happen.
Right.
And we've not done anything. Like, we've not gone anywhere. We've not traveled. But for most Americans, this wasn't actually the worst summer ever, believe it or not. Just 16% of Americans describe their summer as a good one, while 2/3 either call 2020 a bad summer or the worst summer ever. So 26% think that it was the worst summer ever. Everyone else was like, yeah, it was bad, but it wasn't the worst.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I guess for a lot of people like to kind of stay home and keep things low key. I know a lot of people that didn't really mind not being able to go do things. For me, last summer was like my favorite summer of my life because like we were working together every morning, and then I was working for the Senators like almost every night, it seemed like. April through September, it was the greatest. Like I was insanely busy, but I was unbelievably happy. And not having that stuff this summer, I mean, it was just devastating.
Yeah.
So, and then my grandpa on top of it, it was definitely the worst.
Yeah.
The worst.
I'm trying to think. You know, it's funny. Like every summer, it's so weird. I do this, and I still do this as a grown-ass man. Every summer, I'm like, I'm going to make this summer count. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. It's going to be the best summer ever. And I never do any of it. I really don't. And this year especially, you know, I don't have the ability to travel as much with everything. I don't have the money to do it. We didn't even do like a weekend getaway. I mean, it was a pretty low-key summer. Don't know if I would call it the worst summer ever, because I've had a lot of pretty bad summers in my life. That's
really sad, Puff.
Well, the problem is that I kind of bit off a lot when I moved down here to do radio, because radio doesn't pay that much. So it's like, hey, do you want to do this? You want to do that? I'm like, yes, I would like to, but I cannot. I remember spending, I think it was the first summer I was here. I'd call that probably the worst summer ever. I remember like being in my little tiny apartment while the fireworks were going off in downtown Harrisburg, and just not even looking, just sitting on my bed in my little one.
Why?
I don't know. Probably feeling sorry for myself. I would call that probably the worst summer I've ever had. That'd be my.
That makes me really sad.
You hang out with me enough, and I'll tell you some sad stories. I will tell you some sad stories.
Well, just the fact that you said I've had a lot of really bad summers. Like summer's supposed to be so fun and exciting.
Yeah, no, I have not had a lot of fun and exciting summers. I really haven't. So yeah, I don't know if I'd call this one the worst, but it was far from the best. I think the best was the summer I got married.
Yeah.
And I'm not just saying that because my wife can probably hear me. It's the truth. But this was I don't know. This maybe we'll call this one like bottom 5. But I don't know if it was my worst one ever. But I understand why it was yours, for sure.
Oh, yeah. Big time.
All right, it's time to stump Steph. Americans eat $121 billion worth of these every year. What are these? And just so you know, these are not a single thing, like nuts, right? So it's not like, you know, strawberries, $121 billion worth of bananas. No, it's nothing like that. It's a finished food product, if that makes sense.
Like a hamburger, like something like that.
Sure.
Okay. So is it a dinner food or like breakfast?
It can be, I mean, honestly, it really could be any time of day.
Oh.
And I mean that in reality, not like any time of day if you feel like it, like cookies. Like people really don't eat cookies for breakfast. But you can. But you can. But it's not really what someone would consider a breakfast food. This, in a way, could be a breakfast food. Along with everything else.
Oh, okay. Is it healthy?
It can be. But it also cannot be.
Or does that just depend on like what you put on top of it?
Correct.
Type thing? Any time of day. Is it pretty like a hamburger? Like that's pretty filling, or is it kind of more like a snacky thing?
I would say it's like a main thing, like a hamburger.
Okay. Is it a hot dog?
No. But you're in the right area.
Okay, so is it like picnic food, kind of?
Sure.
Like food that you'd buy like at a ballpark?
No, I don't really think you'd buy this at a ballpark.
Do you grill it?
No. Well, there could be stuff about it that's grilled. I don't want to say no completely. But you don't grill the finished product.
Is it a chicken product?
It can have chicken as part of it, sure.
Tacos.
No.
That really felt right.
I know you're very, very confident. Tacos. No.
Is it kind of widely loved like pizza, tacos?
Yeah,
Like,
I would say that most people like these. I mean, $121 billion worth of these get eaten every year. So, yeah, I would say that's pretty popular.
how many do you eat in a sitting? Like one, or can you eat multiple?
Usually one, but depending on its size, I guess you could eat multiple. It comes in different sizes.
This is hard.
It won't be when you realize it. You'll be like, oh, yeah, you were close with taco or hot dog.
Oh, sausage.
Nope.
Picnic food. Main course. Pulled pork.
Nope. I mean, pulled pork could be part of this.
Oh, nachos.
Nope. Pulled pork could be part of this, just like chicken could be part of it, just like grilled stuff could be part of it, but it doesn't have to be one.
To be one. Is it like some kind of sandwich? Like, is bread involved?
It's actually not some kind of sandwich. It's a sandwich.
Oh, woo!
There we go.
Okay.
Good job.
I was overthinking that. It was actually more simple than I thought.
I mean, I'm shocked you were overthinking something. All right. 9. We're going to continue on food. Is that okay?
Yeah, let's do it.
9 out of 10 of us love to eat this, making it America's top snack. What is it?
It's unhealthy, yeah?
Doesn't have to be. As a matter of fact, I think the base version of it's pretty healthy.
Potato chips.
Nope.
Love to eat this. Ice cream.
Nope.
So it's a snack food. It's not like a meal.
Correct.
Chips, ice cream. Is it some kind of baked good?
No.
Is it fried?
Nope.
I need another hint.
There is, I think, 3 ways to make it: microwave, stovetop, or a special machine.
Microwave, stovetop. Does it involve meat?
No.
This is hard.
It's not hard.
I don't know. I don't know where to go.
Snack food. What snack food could you make in the microwave?
Popcorn.
See? Not hard. This is so hard. No, it's not, Steph.
Don't make fun of me.
I think you forget things about it. I think you forgot that it was snack food. I think if you just take kind of like, make sure you know the specific details of a question and then just focus on one thing. Like, what snack food can you make in a microwave? Like, there's really only a couple options. And the main one is popcorn. So.
Right.
Not bad. Not bad. Wasn't your best effort between the two, but it is what it is.
No, it was not.
It is what it is. All right. We will see you guys back here for the show tomorrow. Make sure you have yourselves a great day.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.